welcome to Tales of Honor Podcast, a podcast dedicated to telling the true stories of every recipient of the Medal of Honor. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tales of Honor Podcast. I'm your host, Christoph Ambrosch, and today's episode is going to be episode 291. Continuing on with our series of World War I recipients. But first, if you haven't been following the National Medal of Honor Museum on Facebook or Instagram, please be sure to go do that right now. Today, they shared a great video done with President and CEO of the Medal of Honor Museum, Joe Daniels, who I've had the pleasure of talking with on this show as well, reading one of the Medal of Honor mail call letters to Medal of Honor recipient Michael Thornton. It's a good little video. You could give it a quick watch. It's over on their Facebook page, so please go give that a watch. And I'm hoping they're going to have some more that come out in the following days. It's a nice little way of connecting a name with a face. And also this week is March 25th, which is National Medal of Honor Day. They also, over on their Facebook page, have a fundraiser, so please consider donating to that. Go ahead and donate $3.25, $32.50, or whatever amount you can give. This way, you can help commemorate the day and help build their museum together. We can all do this to help give thanks to these guys who have gone out of their way above and beyond the call of duty. And also keep in mind that they are taking a moment of honor at 3:25 p.m. on the 25th to reflect on the courage and sacrifice of these greatest heroes. So be sure to do that on Medal of Honor Day, which is the 25th. And that's all I got for today. Moving right along to today's story. And now, a tale of honor. Sidney was born in Butler County, Alabama on the 17th of July, 1892, and grew up with 3 brothers and 1 sister on the family farm in Flomaton. He was married to Mammy Knowles, and he was registered for the draft in 1917. By February of 1918, Sidney had arrived in France with Company G, 167th Infantry, 42nd Infantry Division, and it was his actions on the 28th of July when ordered to cross the Ourcq River that would earn him the Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "When his platoon commander and platoon sergeant had both become casualties soon after the beginning of an assault on strongly fortified heights overlooking the Ourcq River, Corporal Manning took command of his platoon, which was near the center of the attacking line. Though himself severely wounded, he led forward the 35 men remaining in the platoon, and finally succeeded in gaining a foothold on the enemy's position, during which time he had received more wounds, and all but 7 of his men had fallen. Directing the consolidation of the position, he held off a large body of the enemy only 50 yards away by fire from his automatic rifle. He declined to take cover until his line had entirely consolidated with the line of the platoon on the front, when he dragged himself to shelter, suffering from 9 wounds in all parts of the body." While recovering from his wounds, Sidney had learned that his younger sister and his infant daughter had died. His division had been stationed in Remagen, Germany, and in March of 1919, Sidney received the Medal of Honor from General Pershing, as well as the Distinguished Service Cross and Purple Heart. Later that year, he returned home, learning that the town had planned a large celebration for him, and he avoided this by getting off the train early. Sidney took on vocational training for agriculture in Greensboro, and in 1921, he was asked to lay a wreath during the inaugural Veterans Day ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. In 1935, a bill was passed that allowed Sidney to purchase a farm and equipment for it. At the age of 68, on the 15th of December, 1960, Sidney Ernest Manning died in the Veterans Administration Hospital in Montgomery, Alabama. He is one of 2 Alabama natives to receive the Medal of Honor during World War I, and he is buried in the Little Escambia Cemetery in Flomaton, Alabama, and his wife joined him 17 years later. And that was a tale of honor. Thank you for listening to Tales of Honor Podcast. Head on over to talesofhonorpodcast.com where you can read these stories, see other ways to support the show, and easily share a story with your friends and family. Tales of Honor Podcast is written and produced by Christoph Ambrosch, and theme song, A New Beginning, is by Ben Sound. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them to talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Christoph Ambrosch. Thanks for listening.